Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Suppose you are working in a company and suddenly your boss asks you to print the entire Excel sheet. Sometimes you need to adjust all the columns into one page. In many cases, you may want to repeat heading on every page. You might also need to insert your company logo, add page number for better formatting, set the proper page size before printing, and sometimes you may only want to print the selected data. Sounds challenging, right? Well, if you want to do all these things quickly and professionally, then this video is completely for you. In this video, I am going to show you all the print settings step by step so you can create a professional Excel printout easily. And before we move ahead, if you want to learn Excel in simple, practical and professional way, then subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss an upcoming videos. I am Shakti Sharma. You are watching V Excellent. Now let's jump straight into practical part. Whenever if you want to print the Excel sheet, the first and most important thing is your data must be clean. Make sure there should be no blank rows inside the data set. As you can observe, I have taken one data set. There is no blank rows, right? So this is a clean data. In the same way, there should be no missing heading. Now look here carefully. I have taken 7 columns, right? All the column headings are available. So make sure your data must not contain any missing heading. In the same way, the data must be properly aligned. So this is the clean data I have taken. Because remember, if the data set is messy, your print will look messy. But if your data set is clean, the print will look professional and impressive. I hope you understood, right? So before printing, make sure you need to clean your data set. Now, if your data set is ready, let me show you the workflow of print setting. As you can observe, let me maximize the screen. Now look here carefully. This is the Excel print setting workflow. I will show each and every option step by step. So let me show you with the help of highlighter. I will cover all the options. So first we will see the print preview. What is actually the print preview in Excel and lot more options. And the final result we will print the Excel sheet. I have taken two different sheets, right? Let me zoom in. This is the data sheet and this is the workflow. So let's see how we can print the data set. Now my data is clean and it is ready for print. If you want to print this data, it is very simple. Go to file. Under file, there is one option. Let me show you. This is the print option, right? You need to click on print option. So when you click, you will get this print screen. Let me show you. First, let me adjust my camera. I think it is proper, right? Now, if you look at the left side area, this left side area contains several print setting options available. I will explain each and everything step by step. Just to focus on the right side area. This area is known as print preview. Now let me tell you what is the use of print preview. Before printing any Excel sheet, make sure you need to check this area which is print preview. It is the area where you can observe how your data will be printed. Let me zoom in. Your data will be printed in 3 different pages. This is the first page. If you want to go to next page, you can simply click on this arrow to go to next page. Here you can observe. Now you can switch to second page or you can simply use the cursor by which you can navigate to different pages. The second simple method is you need to press Ctrl P on keyboard. You will get the print screen. Suppose if I want to add additionally 2 or 3 or many columns inside the same data set, will the data print in the same page? No, right? Why? Because there is no space available to print the data. So in order to deal with such type of problem, you can take help of orientation. So here you can observe this is one option which is orientation. So let me go to the data set. Now let me add 3 columns. Let me copy the same column. Just for example, I am taking this column. Let me copy it and let me paste it. If I want to print this data, let me press Ctrl P on keyboard. If you observe carefully, the 3 new columns are not added in the same page. One new page is inserted. Let me go to 4th page. Now if you observe the 4th page, the 3 columns are added in the 4th page, right? Now in order to deal with this, you can simply go with this option which is landscape orientation. If I click on this, here you can observe the amazing result. All the columns will fit in the same page. Means now your data will be printed in landscape mode instead of portrait mode. Now let's take an example. Suppose if your boss has told you to print the entire Excel sheet in A4 size. So what you can do is, if you click on this option, all the paper sizes are available. Here you can observe letter, label, statement, A3, A4 size, A5 and more paper size options are available. So right now I want to click on A4 size. If you click on A4 size, look at the magic. Here you can observe the entire data preview will be converted into A4 size, right? In the same way, if you want to print A3 size, you can click on this option. With this option, you can change the paper size. So let me click on A4 size. Now this is perfect. But if you observe carefully, if I click on A4 size, the amount column and remaining new 3 columns are not available, right? So if you want to see all the remaining 3 columns, let me scroll down. Okay, here you can observe the column will be printed on 4th page, 5th page and 6th page. Means if I click on A4 size, the size of the paper will change, means the layout will change and it will print according to the layout size. But my question is, I want to print all the columns in the single page. So what you can do is, you can just go with the next option, which is margin. This is the margin option available. So basically, let me tell you what is the use of margin. If you observe carefully, this is a complete A4 size page layout, right? But if you observe, this left side contain empty space. In the same way, the right side also contains some empty space. The top and bottom contain empty space. Now we can adjust the space with the help of margin. Means we can decrease the space of the margin so that we can fit all the columns in the single page, right? So you can click on this option, which is the margin, right? But right now by default it is normal margin. If you click on wide, if you look here carefully, it will show the wide margin. But I want to fit all the columns, right? So what I can do is I can go with this option, which is narrow option. If I click on narrow margin, if you observe carefully, the amount column and quantity column is inserted. But 2 more columns are remaining, which is price and amount column. Now you can go with this option, which is custom margin. Why? Because I need to adjust all the columns, right? If you click on custom margin, you can see you will get one pop-up, which is page setup, where you can assign the margin according to you. This is the left, right, bottom and top, and these are header and footer, right? So what I will do, let me cancel this first. If you see one more margin option, let me adjust my camera here. If you observe carefully at the right bottom corner, this is one option, which is margin. If I click on this option, here you can observe, let me click on this just to look here carefully. Now inside the print preview, you can notice these are dotted lines. Basically these are the dots available and this is a line. Now let's suppose I want to adjust in this way. Here you can observe, let me show you 1 second. Let me bring this here. Okay, here you can observe now. In this way you can adjust the top. In the same way, let's suppose if I want to adjust the bottom one, I can just click on this bottom margin. In this way you can adjust the bottom margin. But this is also not proper way of doing. Why? Because all the columns are not coming in the same page, right? So in order to bring all the columns in the same page, now I will go with this option, which is scaling. The first option is print sheet at the actual size. So basically it is a 100% where you can observe this is the actual size, right? If you see the second option, which is fit sheet on one page. Now let's take an example. Suppose I want to fit the entire data on single page. It is possible, yes. When I click on this option, boom, here you can observe entire data will be fit on the same page. But if you observe carefully, the font size is very small. It is not clear. You cannot even see the data properly. But if you want, you can print the entire sheet on one page with this option. In the same way, what my task was to fit all the columns on one page, right? Because with the help of margin as well as paper size, I was unable to do it. Let's see whether we can do with this option or not. If I click on fit all columns on one page, here you can see the magic of scaling, where all the column will be printed on same page, right? So this is the power of scaling. In the same way, let's take an example. Suppose if you want to fit all rows on one page, you can just go with this option. If I click on this option, you will see the same output which I have already shown you, right? Which is this second option, which is fit sheet on one page. So these are several options available, which is a scaling option. But in my case, I want to fit all columns on one page. I can just go with this option. Now what I will do, I will just go to the data set. Let me delete all the three columns. I will press Ctrl minus on keyboard. The three column will be deleted, right? Now if I press Ctrl P on keyboard, if you look here carefully, all the column will be print on same page, because here you can see it is normal margin and this option is highlighted, which is fit all columns on one page. Basically what will happen, if you add the new column or delete the new column, all the column will be fit on the same page with the help of this option. I hope you understood, right? Now let me show you what is the use of this option, which is pages. This is the page option, right? Now let's take an example. Here you can observe the data will be printed in three different pages. This is the first page, second page and third page. Now let's suppose I want to print only 1 to second page. What I can do is I can write here 1 and in place of this I can take here 2. Means I want to print only 1 to 2 pages. It is very simple. Select 1 and 2 page and click on print, by which only first and second page will be printed. This is very simple. You can practice. Now if you want to see few more setting of page setting, it is very simple. There is one tab inside the ribbon which is page layout. If I click on this tab, from here you can select the margin. These are by default available. If you want to select the margin, you can change the margin from here, and this is the orientation. If you want to understand properly, let me go to the page layout format. So at the bottom there is one option which is page layout. If I click on this option, now here you can observe it will show you the pages. All options available under page layout, which are margin, orientation, size. And now let me show you what is the use of this print area, because this is very important. Now let's take an example. Let me go to normal. Okay. Here you can observe this is a data set, right? Now let's suppose if your boss has told you to print only particular area. Let's suppose your boss has told you to print only 1 to 10 row of the data. So instead of printing the entire data, which may contain thousands of record, I want to print only 1 to 10 row. It is possible. What you need to do is you need to select the data in this way. Let me select only 1 to 10 row. Okay, it is selected. Now go to this print area option. If you click on print area option, there is one option which is set print area. Simply you need to click on this option. Now let me show you the magic. If I press Ctrl P on keyboard, look the magic. Here you can observe only this particular area will be printed, as you can observe on the screen. Means instead of showing all the three pages, 1 to 3 page, it will show only this particular area instead of showing the entire data, right? This is how you can print only the selected area. In the same way, if you want to clear the print area, there is one option which is clear print area. I hope you understood, right? Now let me show you one alternate way of printing the selected area. Instead of going to print area, it is very simple. Press Ctrl P on keyboard, you will get this print screen, right? There is one option available which is this option. If you look at this option, right now it is active sheet. Means the data will be printed only which is present on the active sheet. If I click on this option, few more options are available, which is print active sheet, print entire workbook, print selection. So first let us see the print selection. So what I will do, I will just go to the data. I will select this particular range. I will select the range in this way. Now when I press Ctrl P, right now it is showing the active sheet, right? I want to print only the selected area. I can click on this print selection just to look at the magic. If I click on print selection, boom, here you can observe only the selected area will be printed. In the same way, let me show you. This is the print active sheet, right? Now let's suppose if you want to print only the active sheet available. Let's take an example. This is the data sheet, right? The Excel workbook contains data sheet and workflow sheet. Now if I go to workflow sheet, there is one image I have taken. In data, I have taken this data. Now let's suppose if I click my cursor inside the data sheet, look here carefully because this is very important. Now if I press Ctrl P on keyboard, this is the active sheet, it will be available, right? In the same way, go to the workflow sheet. I will keep my cursor inside this sheet. Now basically this is the active sheet, right? Now when I press Ctrl P, inside the print preview, here you can observe only the active sheet will be shown, right? Now let's suppose I want to print the entire data which is present in this particular Excel file. Means I want to print the data sheet also and workflow also. There is one option available. So when you press Ctrl P, inside this only there is one option which is print entire workbook. This is very important. Now let's suppose my data contain 5 or 10 different sheet. I want to print all the data available in this particular Excel file. So what you can do is you can just go with this option which is print entire workbook. If you click on this entire workbook, look at the magic. Now here you can observe this is the first 3 pages. If you click on 4th page, here you can notice the 4th page will be printed, means the second sheet will also be printed. This is how you can print the entire Excel workbook, which is amazing. If you guys are learning something new, please subscribe to my channel because it motivates me to bring such more videos. And if you have any queries, do write in the comment section. I read all the comments, so please write in the comment section. Now let's move on to the topic. Now as we have already seen, let me click on page layout. So this is the print area we have seen, right? Now let me show you what is the use of break. So this is very important. Let me click on break. So what I can do is instead of page layout, let me go with page preview. So basically this is a page break. Now if you observe carefully, here you can notice this is a page 1. Next we have page 2. Next this is page 3. Now let's take an example. Suppose if your boss has told you to print only this particular first 5 row in first page. So it will be not possible, right? But it is possible. How it is possible? Let me show you. Select this in this way, or what you can do is, let's suppose I want to print 1 to 5 row in first page. I can select the 6th row in this way. Now click on break. So this is the break. So basically what break will do, it will insert a page break. Just to look at the magic, if I click on insert page break, wow, here you can notice now you will get the page 1 on the top. Now this is the page 2, page 3 and page 4, right? Now if you observe carefully, inside the page 1 only 5 record will be inserted, means in page 1 you can see only the 5 record will be printed. But if you guys can't see properly, let me press Ctrl P on keyboard. The first page will contain only the 5 record, right? If you go to second page, now in this way you can insert the page break. I hope you are understanding. Now let's suppose I want to print this data till here in second page. What I can do is I can click on this row. Now go to break, click on insert page break. If you click on insert page break, here you can observe the blue color line will be inserted. Now if you want to remove the break, you can click on remove page break or reset all page break. Let me click on this reset all page break. Now it will show you the default. I hope you are understanding. Let me go to page layout. I think it is visible. This is how you can insert the page break. Now what is the use of this background? Let me show you. Let's suppose if I go to normal mode, this is the normal Excel sheet, right? Now inside this Excel sheet, I want to show my company logo as a background. So what you can do is just to go with this option, which is background. If I click on background, you will get one pop-up inside the picture. Let me click on browse. If I click on browse, I think I have taken the logo on the desktop. So let me scroll the desktop. Okay. So here you can observe this is the logo I have taken. Now let me click on this logo, which is a PNG image. Now when I click on insert, boom, look the magic. The logo is inserted in the Excel page, right? But I think I need to reduce the transparency because the logo is looking very dark. So in order to do this, first you need to delete the background. So let me delete the background from here. Now again we need to click on background, go to browse, select the image. Now this is the transparent image I have taken already. This is also a PNG image. Now click on insert. Now this image is perfect, right? So in this way you can insert the background. Now let me show you whether the logo will print or not. If you observe carefully, the data will be printed but logo will not be printed. Why? Because I had added only the background image. So basically this is the Excel background image. Whenever if you are adding the background image, you can see the image in the background Excel. But if you print the data, the image will be not shown. Basically the logo will be not printed inside this. Why? Because we had added only the background. if you want to show the logo inside the print, means if you want to print the logo also, you need to go with second option. So right now I will click on this. Let me delete the background first. So this is how you can insert the background or delete the background. Now most of the time what will happen, people will forget to insert the row heading on each page, by which they will get in trouble. So no need of getting in trouble. I am here to guide you, right? Now let's suppose I want to print this entire row on each page, because it will be very easy for you to understand, right? There is one option which is print title. So when you click on print title, you will get one dialog box which is a page setup, right? This page setup, there is one option which is sheet. So inside the sheet, several options are available. Now this is very important option which is row to repeat at a top. Now I want to repeat the first row at the top of each page, right? So what I can do is I can simply click on this empty space. Now I need to select the entire row in this way. Look here carefully, this is very important. Select the entire row in this way. Now the entire row will be selected. Now if you want to see the print preview, you can simply click on this option print preview. Now let's see whether the row heading will be print on each page or not. If I go to second page, wow, here you can see the magic. With the help of print title, the row heading will be print on each pages. This is the use of print title. If you want, let me show you again. Let me go back. So just you need to click on print title. You need to select the entire row in this way, how I have selected. In the same way, let's suppose if you want to select any particular column, if you want to repeat the particular column, you can just go with this option which is column to repeat at left. This is how you can do the setting by which you can save your time. If you guys are excited to see how we can add the logo by printing the dataset, how to add page number, date, time and many more options, then like this video, subscribe to my channel. Now let me show you how to do all these things quickly. I will go to page layout. Now this is a header and footer, right? As you can observe, this is header and footer. If you want to write something, you can just simply click on this option. So when you click on header, the header and footer tab will be activated. On the ribbon here you can observe, this is the header and footer tab, right? Let me click on this option. Now several options are available. So basically these are all the options available if you want to make some changes to header and footer. Now let me show you one by one. This is the page number. Let's suppose if you want to add the page number, you can simply go with this option. This is number of page, current date, current time and many more options. So first let me show you how you can add the logo by printing the dataset. You need to simply click on this picture option available. If you click on this, just click on browse, by which you can browse the images. You can observe my image is present in desktop. I will simply select this image which is the transparent image, as you can observe, right? Let me click on this image. Now click on insert. So basically it is a PNG image. Now when I click on this, here you can notice you will get one option. Let me show you once again. Okay, sorry guys, here you can notice once again. If I click on this, I think there is some mistake while zooming, no problem. If you observe carefully, here you will get one ampersand picture, right? In this way you can insert the logo. You can add the logo basically. Now but the logo is not at the center. If you want to align the logo at the center, what you can do is you can insert few lines. You need to simply click enter in this way. So when you click enter, just to look at here you can observe the logo will come little bit down, but I want to bring the logo at the center. So let me insert few more lines. Now I think it is perfect. Let me zoom out. No, okay. Now here you can observe the logo as inserted properly. Now if you print this data, let me show you. If I press Ctrl P, look at the magic. Here you can observe the logo will be printed on each pages. This is how you can print the logo, but the logo will print only this first sheet, right? The logo will not print on the second sheet. Why? Because here you can observe I had inserted logo only on the data sheet. I didn't inserted logo on workflow. So this is the reason it will show the logo only on this particular sheet. I hope you are understanding. So this is a way you can add the logo. Now let's suppose if you want to add the current date, means I want to repeat the current date on each page. What I can do is I can simply go with this option which is current date. So this is the current date. If you click, you need to bring your cursor outside this box. If you bring the cursor, look at the magic. Now you can see the current date, right? Now if I scroll on, here you can observe on each page the current date will be inserted. This is how you can insert the date on each page. In the same way, let's suppose I want to insert the time. I can simply click on this option, current time. If I click, I will get this underscore time. Let me zoom in. Okay. Now let me bring my cursor outside. You will get the current time. So this is the current time. Here you can observe this is the current time, right? So in this way you can insert the current date and time. How you can add the page number on each page. So instead of going to header, let me go to footer. So this is a footer. Let me go to header and footer. So for this also several options are available. All the options will be same as you go for footer. Now I want to add the page number. I can simply click on this page number option available. Now you will get the page, right? Now when I bring my cursor outside this, here you can observe this is the first page. Now this is second page. This is third page. In this way you can add the page number. If you want to see the print preview, look here carefully. Amazing, right? So in this way you can add the pages, first page, second page, third page and fourth page. Now let's suppose, let me go back. I want to show the 1 out of total number of pages. What I can do is I can simply divide it by, inside the header and footer there is one option, number of pages. If you click on number of pages, just to look here, if I click on this, here you can observe total number of pages are 3. Now you will get 1 divided by 3 means it is the first page, as you can observe. So this is how you can add the page numbers at the bottom of each page. I hope you guys are understanding. So let me go to the header. So guys, let me go to header and footer. Now this is page number, number of pages, current date, current time. Now let's suppose if you want to show the file path, file name, sheet name, you can do with this. What I will do, I will click on this footer. I will click on file path. Let's suppose I want to show the file path. I will simply click on this option. Now here you can observe you will get the file path, right? So my Excel file is present in this file path. So it will show the file path. Let me delete it. Now let's suppose I want to show the file name. I can go to header and footer, and this is one option which is file path. File name. So if I click on file name, you will get the file name which is print. As you can observe, this Excel file name is print. At the top you can see, right? So this is the print, you can observe clearly. Let me delete this. So these are some options available which are header and footer. Let me show you few more options are available which are different first page, different odd and even page. Now let's take an example what I will do. Let me go to the first. Okay, this is the first page, right? So let me click on the header, go to header. Now let's suppose I want to show different first page. Let me click on different first page. Now if you observe carefully, the first page will not have any logo, right? Basically the logo will be not added in the first page. The logo will add in second page, and you can see the page number in the second page, right? In the same way, let me go to header and footer. Now if I off this, the logo will be shown on each page. This is the option available. Now let's suppose if you want different odd and even pages. If I click on this option, just to look here carefully, this is the first page, you can see the logo and page number. But in second page, let me show you the print preview. Now if you observe carefully, the odd page will have logo as well as page number, but even page will not have logo and page number, right? So this is the setting which we have done. Let me off this one. Let me go to header and footer. Just uncheck this option which is different odd and even pages, right? Now I think with this we have completed all the header and footer options available. Let's suppose I want to print 5 copies of this same data set. Means this is a 1, 2, 3, 4 pages data set, right? Now I want to print the same copies of this data set 5 times. What I can do is, there is one option which is collated and uncollated. Now if I click on collated, what will happen? First it will print the first page, next second page, third page and fourth page. So all the pages will be printed at a time. Now again it will start printing from the first page to last page. This is how the collated work. But if you click on uncollated, what will happen? First it will print the first page 5 times. Means first page will be printed 5 times. Next the second page will print 5 times. So this is how the collated and uncollated work. Now if you want to print this data into PDF format, you can just go with this option inside the printer. There is one option which is Microsoft Print to PDF. Now what will happen? The data will be printed in the form of PDF. But if you want to add the printer, you can simply go with this option which is Add Printer. But in my case, the printer is not available. So what I can do is I can just go with this option which is Microsoft Print to PDF. Now simply you need to click this option which is the final output. Let me click on this print just to look at the magic. If I click on print, here you can observe you need to give the file location. I will select the desktop. I will just give any name. Let me give here printing. Just for example, I am taking here printing as the file name. Now let me click on save. If you can observe carefully, it started printing, right? So guys, let me show you the PDF which I have created. Let me go to desktop, select the PDF. Guys, look at the magic. Let me show you the PDF. Wow, this PDF is completely looking professional, right? As you can observe, the columns are proper. All the columns are available. Logo is added, page number added. And guys, look at here. The row heading is also repeated. It is completely professional layout PDF. As you can observe, all the 4 pages are printed. As you can observe, let me show you. Here you can observe total 20 page will be printed. What collated will do? First it will print 1 to 4 page. Next again it will start printing 1 to 4 page. In this way it will print 5 copies which I have already discussed with you, right? So friends, in this way you can print any Excel sheet in professional way. If you guys like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and write in the comment section which option you like the most. And thank you everyone for watching this lesson. See you soon in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.